DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, it is Monday, and on Monday, usually I do a few tags when I can, and this will be no exception. So I've just finished doing Jasmine's Monday tag, and I will get to Dave Nicholson's 7-question last Saturday posted on Sunday tag. Hi there, Dave. Hope you're doing well. I don't mind if it's a Saturday or a Sunday tag because I end up always doing them in the week anyway. I usually wait for Jasmine's tag and do both of them together. So anyway, let's get into it. Question 1. In your lifetime, what have you done that hurt someone else? Who has not? What have I done that hurt someone else? Oh, I was going to say I've not taken into account sometimes somebody's feelings and just basically said hurtful things and was not sensitive. I do that every now and then, not frequently, but it's happened. Yeah. I always stay with something across, I was going to say, that kind of gets to me is when I was in grade school. I had mocked a person who had really gotten on my nerves, and I had mocked that person, and the people around them got back at me, and rightfully so. Yeah, things like that. But who has not done something which you're not happy about? Yes. Question 2. What's the best part of growing older? It depends on the person. Depends on the circumstances. Is there a general thing on getting older? Well, for some people, it's wisdom. But some people that I know are older are just as dumb as they were before. I think in my case, one of the nice parts of growing older, aside from retirement, is having grandchildren. That is really, really a part that I enjoy of growing older. Another part is interacting with my children as adults. Did I like it when they were kids? Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, as far as the question goes here, interacting with them as adults, yeah. Another part of growing older that's kind of nice. Well, let me see. I think that once you're arriving at my age, maybe you're out of the rat race. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice, actually. Okay, that's a few answers. I'm certain there's a few more, but that's okay for now. Question 3. What's been on your mind most lately? Everybody's answering money on these things. Money comes up. It does. But I'm thinking of, actually, on my mind most lately, I've been looking at things on Facebook where there is, pictures of Ireland, and I'm on a couple groups that show pictures at Cork or videos of people walking around Cork, and it gets on my mind every now and then. It's vacation time, and because it's vacation time, I keep thinking like, wow, wouldn't I like to go back there right now and for a vacation and just kind of spend some time and I don't know, just kind of veg out there. Yeah. Question 4. What do you think is worth waiting for? Going to Ireland. I'm in that mode right now. It kind of like fits together. What is worth waiting for? Well, next year, do you hear those firecrackers? We've got the 1st of August that's coming up, and that is our Swiss national holiday. So the question, though, was, what is worth waiting for? Well, with Mrs. DC, we've been talking that next year we definitely like to go to Ireland again for our vacation. And well, we just kind of have to wait. There's reasons we can't go this year. There's financial reasons for one. There's other people coming over here. That's for two. There is a religious wedding. So that's for three. So there's a lot of reasons we couldn't go this year. The main one, of course, would be financial. But so we said we're going to try and go next year, and I just hope that we'll be able to have saved up enough money to go next year. So we'll see. But that is definitely worth waiting for. Yeah. Question 5. What chances do you wish you had taken? I guess that means like what risks, I suppose. I don't know. What do I wished I had done or taken? Really, pretty much everything that we have done, or that we should have done, I think we have. Maybe we could have bought the house earlier. And then again, I don't think the finances would have been there. I mean, the way this worked out. So right now, I can't think of anything particular, because there isn't anything. When I was in England, we had to decide between coming here to Switzerland, and at the time we had been pondering going actually to Australia to a professor, and I would have been very tempted to go to Australia, but as far as my career, my job, and everything, and even family matters were concerned, it made a lot more sense, and it has proven to be right to come to Switzerland and to basically emigrate here in Switzerland. But I kind of regret sometimes, because the way things are going, and I mean, I can see the way it is going to be, I will never end up going to Australia or New Zealand or wherever. So, I didn't do it, and it won't happen, put it that way. So, do I wish I had taken it? It's a kind of a yes and no, because I finally do know that we made the right choice. But by making the right choice, that one will never happen now. Okay. So that's question 5. Question 6. Where else would you like to live, and why? I give you a few guesses. Yeah, you know it. Yes, definitely. I wouldn't mind living in Ireland. Some people say, well, could you? Well, the answer is yes. Would it be perfect? No. But why? Because I was going there 7-8 times a year, spending 8 to 10 days each time. But I mean, going often enough, in every season and every month of the year, I've been there for many years in a row. So I knew the mentality, I knew how things were, and I knew enough to say that yes, I could live there. The language was the same, and so on. Would it have been perfect? Would I have liked it as much as in Switzerland? Maybe not. But could I live there? Yes, definitely. And I have been asked several times, would I go back to live in Canada? Actually, the answer to that is no, I would not want to go back to live in Canada. Okay, now question 7 and last. What motivates you to go to work each day? I don't think anybody that makes these tags still works. But because I'm retired, so I mean, but what motivated me then? Thinking about retirement, knowing that I was getting, each day I was going to work, I was one day closer to retirement. Actually, there was a part of that was true, but in the last year or something, no. I think actually, especially in the last 11, 12 years that I was working, the fact of having my projects and my work in Ireland and other parts, I always talk about Ireland, But I had projects in Sweden. I'd been to Sweden. I'd been to Holland, and of course in Switzerland as well. But I never enjoyed Sweden as much, or you know, or the Netherlands as I did um, Ireland. I mean, I enjoyed, for example, working in England a lot, but frankly, Ireland takes a toll. So that was one of my motivations. The whole Ireland part of my job, my group in Ireland. You know, my basically I was going to say my research group in Ireland. The people there, there was just so much for me that I enjoyed. That was making me really enjoy going to work every day in the last part of my working career. And as I said, yeah, thinking about retirement. That is all for now. And thank you, Dave, for another good set of questions. So that'll be it. DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good week. Bye bye.